Hey guys, it's Carla Blaha, Evidential Medium, wanting to talk to you today about something that I think is at the very core of our spiritual belief, and something that I think if you see the difference will help you greatly. Now, first you have to know I am coming to you completely natural. You can hear my neighbor mowing his lawn. I'm almost tempted to put the camera over there and wave. No makeup, my glasses, a big t-shirt, outside, no lighting, nothing. Okay, this is what it is. Oh yeah, except for the tan, I have been out in the sun. I did this because prayer and faith are so basic. I wanted to be here at the basic raw Carla with you. Didn't expect the mowing of the lawn, but I kind of like it because it adds to the whole, I don't know, theme, I think. I keep really wanting to look over there. Anyway, prayer and faith. This is a foundation. It does not talk, this is not about religion. It's not about that. It's about prayer. Some people pray, some people don't. My guess is if you're looking at this, you probably do pray. If you don't, maybe you will. Prayer is one thing, faith is another. Where do they cross? You can say they're cut from the same cloth, they're from the same vein. They are the same, but there's a difference, okay? So, prayer, whether you do it on one day of the week, one night of the week, all day, every day, whatever, prayer is either asking, which it usually is, or thanking. Faith is the release and understanding the best thing will happen and your prayers have been heard. There have been study after study after study, whether it's through NDEs or studies on prayer and healing and how much they actually work, because they do. Then you think, but there's so many tragedies that happen, and you kind of wonder, why did that happen? If God, you know, I can't explain everything, honestly, because there's tragedy everywhere, and you just, especially with my line of work, I see it a lot. But I know that faith makes everybody stronger, and prayer can really, really help. Faith's the hard one. So, let's talk about the farmer. I love to give analogies. It's the old, you know, undergraduate English major, I give analogies. The farmer. The farmer plants the seeds, waters them, tends to them, does what he or she needs to do, and doesn't pray over it every 5 minutes, run in and out, checking on it, and falling apart in stress. I mean, a farmer, an experienced farmer, that worrying about their seeds growing. Now, there are unplanned events, weather, bacteria, things will happen, and then they deal with it. And then maybe they need some prayer or something extra, but they already know what to do. Once you know what to do and you put your prayer out there, you do not have to pray 15 million times all day, every single day. If that makes you happy, that's fine. I'm not telling you not to pray, but what I'm saying is that faith is the belief that something will happen. People lack faith because of fear. And we're humans, so we have a lot of fear. I get that. I really get that. But I'm going to ask you to think about the fact, say your prayers if you're comfortable, ask, be grateful, help people. They work. Please do them if you're a prayer. But then there's a second jump to faith, knowing the highest and best good outcome will come. Now that is hard when people are up against monumental situations. Illness diagnoses, the loss of a loved one, the loss of a child, I mean trauma. I mean, there's things that really test our faith. Really, really test our faith. But that's where we have to pray and then ask for faith. Because faith is what will really be your springboard to get you where you need to be. And that is what I'm going to do another video on. There's a level which is very, very hard to get to, which is in a neutral place where the outcome doesn't matter. You want that outcome? Actually, I'll share this with you because I'm very much full disclosure person for the most part, not everything, but a full disclosure medium. This is one time that I did this, and I've only done it literally a handful of times. I was wanting to have a third child, and I had had a few miscarriages, and I was older. And I just knew there was supposed to be a third child. So, of course, they put me out to pasture for being old, but I knew better. And after the last miscarriage, I was driving and, you know, crying, alone in the car. And I said, God, I'm okay. And I meant it. I'm sick of this. I can't do this anymore, which I'd already done. Please don't let this happen again. I can't do this again. I went through all the emotions people would do. This time, and gratefully these were very early on miscarriages, so I wasn't in the trauma that some people have. But that moment, I said, God, and meant it in here. I'm okay. If I'm meant to just have 2 children, I'm okay with that. And I was. It wasn't a give up. It was a, I'm okay. A very hard feeling. You can't do it consciously. I drive maybe 2 blocks and I see a neighbor. She sees my face and she says, what's the matter? I tell her. She says, pull over, I need to talk to you. She talked to me and she shared a story with me that after her miscarriages, she would get pregnant right away. And she said, I feel you were supposed to see me, because I didn't even see her near our house. It was a few blocks away. She said, and I feel I'm supposed to tell you that. I think you should try one more time. I said, yeah, I can't. I'm exhausted. I'm emotional. I went through the whole thing. She goes, I wouldn't have seen you here, ever. Try one more time. I did, and my 3rd son is here because of that. I believe, because I gave up at that moment. Had I not seen her, I don't know if I would have. I gave up and I was like, I'm okay. I had a real I'm okay. And it worked. If it hadn't have worked, I was still okay. So you get to the point, and that's what another video will be about, where you get to that neutral spot that it doesn't matter, but you don't have it with an attitude. And I've probably done it honestly less than 5 times in my life. But every time has been shocking. So that's for another day, that neutral point of really giving it over to okay. But for today, we're going to thank our neighbor for the background noise for today. And I mean that. I'm not being mean. It's very natural with the no makeup and lighting. Think about faith and prayer and where your line divides. Check out my new website. I had it updated, carlablaha.com. And check me out on social media, Facebook and Instagram. You're going to see this on one of them. And my YouTube channel. I'm putting these up on YouTube now. It's very, very at its infancy. Guys, keep vibing. Prayer and faith to you. Take care.